The commander rushed in to provide support, when suddenly a deafening roar echoed through the valley. White spikes were calling for reinforcements. Hordes of white spikes surged forward like a tidal wave. Dan immediately recognized the danger and bolted into a nearby cave for cover. Meanwhile, the commander was in grave peril, and without hesitation, Dan grabbed onto the white spike's tail. After a fierce struggle, they finally managed to lock it in an iron cage and transport it by helicopter. But then, a few white spikes suddenly broke free, and another helicopter was shot down in an instant. In the critical moment, Dan and the commander had no choice but to flee in a vehicle. After a heart-pounding battle, the two barely survived and made it to an offshore base, the last line of human defense. The white spikes were safely brought to the base, and Dan and the commander immediately began toxin experiments. With a live genetic sample on hand, their chances of success skyrocketed. After countless mutations and tests, the computer finally registered a 100% match. They had finally developed a lethal toxin capable of killing white spikes. At that moment, the bound white spike suddenly grew restless, awakening from anesthesia and roaring furiously. It was sending a distress signal to its kind. Swarming like a relentless tide, white spikes broke through the outer defenses and scaled the base. Humans fired frantically, but there were simply too many. The last stronghold teetered on the brink of collapse, dangerously close to falling.